Hello everyone, my name is Molly. I'm here to introduce another research area in English literature, which is animal studies. Animal studies in English literature focus on the representation, roles, and symbolic significance of animals in literary text. This interdisciplinary field examines how animals are depicted, the ways in which their portrayal reflects human-animal relationships, and the broader cultural, ethical, and philosophical questions that arise from these depictions. The key terms in animal studies are anthropomorphism and allegory, human-animal relationships, ethics and animal rights, symbolism and metaphor, environmental and eco-critical perspectives, cultural and historical context, and identity and otherness.
Thank you, Molly, for the introduction about animal studies. Hi, friends, I'm Robin here, and let me tell you some notable works and authors in animal studies. Number one, Moby Dick by Herman Melville. The whale Moby Dick serves as a complex symbol representing nature's power, mystery, and resistance to human control. Next is Animal Farm by George Orwell, an allegorical novella where farm animals represent key figures and concepts from the Russian Revolution and critique totalitarian regimes. Third one is Life of Pi by Jan Martel. The novel explores a relationship between a boy and a Bengal tiger stranded on a lifeboat, examining themes of survival, faith, and human-animal bond. Watership Down by Richard Adams, a novel about a group of rabbits that anthropomorphizes them, using their journey to explore themes of leadership, community, and freedom. The Call of the Wild by Jack London follows a domesticated dog's return to the wild, highlighting themes of survival, instinct, and the call of nature. Black Beauty by Anna Sewell, a novel that provides a first-person narrative from the perspective of a horse, advocating for animal welfare and humane treatment. Jasper Ford's Nursery Crime Series. This book uses anthropomorphism and parody to explore the intersection of human and animal worlds in a humorous and satirical manner. Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, a collection of stories featuring anthropomorphized animals, exploring themes of identity, belonging, and the laws of nature. The Wind and the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. It follows the adventures of anthropomorphized animals, examining themes of friendship, adventure, and the clash between tradition and modernity. And the last one is Charlotte Webb by E.B. White, a story about a pig and a spider that explores themes of friendship, life, death, and the impact of human actions on animals.
And that was a fantastic list of works related to animal studies, Robin. Hey friends, I'm your Nick, and I'm here to tell you about the terms, the key terms related to animal studies in English literature. First of all, anthropomorphism, the attribution of human characteristics to animals. Next is animal narratives, that is stories where animals are central characters. Then human-animal relationships, the interactions and bonds between humans and animals. Next is beast fables, that is short stories with animals as characters that convey a moral lesson. Animal symbolism, the use of animals as symbols to represent ideas or themes. Animal rights, literature that addresses the rights and ethical treatment of animals. Next is eco-criticism, the study of literature in relation to the environment, including animals. Zoo poetics, the representation of animals and animal life in literature. Non-human agency, the idea that animals have their own forms of agency and influence in narratives. Animal imagery, the use of descriptive imagery of animals to enhance literary themes. Wildlife conservation, literature that focuses on the conservation and protection of wild animals. Pet memoirs, narratives centered around the lives of pets and their relationship with their owners. Animal fantasy, fantasy genres where animals play key roles, often with anthropomorphic traits. Ethology in literature, the study of animal behavior as depicted in literary works. The last one is domestication, themes and stories about the domestication of animals and their roles in human life. So that's all about the key terms. Now you'll be joined by Bingo with the possible research topics for your research thesis. Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Bingo with the research topics for your PhD thesis. Yes. First one is the role of anthropomorphism in children's literature. You have to explore how anthropomorphism in children's books impacts the understanding of animal behavior and ethics. Second is animal symbolism in modernist literature. You have to analyze the use of animal symbolism to convey complex themes in modernist works. Next is human-animal relationships in Victorian literature. You have to investigate the portrayal of human-animal relationships in Victorian novels and their social implications. Fourth one is the representation of animal rights in contemporary fiction. Study how contemporary fiction addresses and advocates for animal rights and ethical treatment. Now, zoopoetics in poetry, the influence of animals on poetic form and content. Here you have to examine the role of animals in shaping the form and themes of contemporary poetry. Next topic is wildlife conservation in American nature writing. Analyze how American nature writers depict the importance of wildlife conservation and environmental ethics. Next topic is the role of non-human agency in post-colonial literature. Explore how post-colonial authors depict animals and agents in their narratives and the implications for human-animal relationships. Next is beast fables and moral lessons in Aesop fables and beyond. Study the evolution of beast fables and their moral lessons from Aesop fables to contemporary adaptations. Next is ethology and animal behavior in Jack London's novels. Investigate how Jack London's works incorporate and depict scientific understandings of animal behavior. Now, the use of animal imagery in Gothic literature. Examine how Gothic literature uses animal imagery to evoke fear, horror, and the supernatural. Next is domestic animals in literature, from pets to companions. Analyze the changing roles and representations of domestic animals in literature across different historical periods. Next is animals in myth and folklore, a comparative study. Compare the roles and symbolism of animals in myth and folklore from different cultures and their literary adaptations. Next is a portrayal of endangered species in environmental fiction. Study how environmental fiction addresses the plight of endangered species and raises awareness about conservation. 14th topic is animal ethics in dystopian literature. Investigate the depiction of animal ethics and rights in the dystopian narratives and their critique of contemporary society. And the last topic is the impact of pet memoirs on public perception of animal companionship. Explore how pet memoirs influence readers' perceptions of animals and the human-animal bond. Okay, that's all for today. Hope this video was useful for you guys. Bye.